How to design an effective life. Most people don't live life, they react to it. They wake up, they check their phone, they answer messages, they chase the noise, they check email, and they spend their days calling that productive. But that's not really what productivity is. That's just you reacting to everything, just being just drift along with whatever happens. That's not your life you're living. You're just letting stuff happen around you. An effective life isn't about doing more. It's actually about doing less, but intentionally. It's about building something, building a system that make your default everyday action the right one, the one that you actually want to happen. So, I'm gonna show you how to design an effective life so that you can go about life doing things intentionally. Step one, know what game you're playing. Most people can't win a game that they don't understand. They want success, but they never really understand what it means. They never define the sacrifice they have to take, the time they have to put in, and how much effort it actually will take. They just essentially just go online and just borrow goals from people. The most common one is, oh, I want to make 10K a month. That's one of the most common goal that people have if you start a business or anything, and they have no idea why they picked that goal in the first place. And that lead them to wondering why their motivation just dies halfway through. Okay? An effective goals, an effective game start with clarity. You need to know what you're playing. It's like booting up a game without knowing what it is. Like you could play the worst game of your life, or sometime you could be surprised. But most of the time, you won't ever get what you want. So start asking yourself, what game am I actually playing? Do you want money, freedom, peace? You want mastery? What do you want to play? What type of goals are you going after? And once you know that, start asking what type of sacrifice I'm willing to make. So, for example, if you are trying to go for mastery, you have to understand that you have to give us a lot of your time and even a lot of your money. Because to master something, you need to invest a lot of money into it. And that means you won't have money to go out drinking your friend. You don't have money to go out and buy random stuff. You don't because you are dedicating to a mastery. Just find out what your goals is and start optimizing for it. And your decision will stop being random and you actually start optimizing for a goal that you care for. Step two, design your system around energy, not time. Time management is outdated, okay? It assumes that all hours are equal. They think that, oh, if I do the work at 9 p.m., it will give you the same output as doing the work at 9 a.m. they're two different things. So instead of thinking of time blocking, you need to have your important tasks around energy. So you really don't need more hours in a day. You just need more high energy hours, okay? So what I mean by that is you will start recognizing patterns when you work the best. Sometimes some people are night owls. They'll work at night really, really well. They'll just be right in the zone the moment that time hits. So reserve those times for high output energy. And then you can just dilly-dally the rest of the morning or something like that. Because you are saving your energy to be more effective later on. So, or most people probably have um, their brain working around 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Those are the most effective hour because that's when you just wake up and that's when you are fresh and you could easily go into the zone. So build your most important task there. So, for example, if you're creating a system, create it there. If you're strategizing for a new movement for your business, if you're writing up a uh, creative output, if you're making something, if you if, if you the most important things in your business is sales call, put it there. Put the most important tasks of your day in your most productive hours. Okay? Don't try to spread your workout. Because if you do that, then it won't you won't achieve everything. So for example, if for me, if I were to say, okay, my important task for today is write a copy for my sales call and record a video. If I say, okay, I'll write a copy in the morning and record a video in the afternoon, then when the time grow around, when that oh, I need to record a video. I'll be too tired to actually record an effective video. But if I do both in the same time in the morning and I have my important tasks out of the ways, I can just be dead the rest of the day. But since I've already accomplished an important task, it really doesn't matter anymore. So, like I said, figure out what hours of your day you're most high energy with and work with around that. Schedule your most important tasks around that. Step 3. Eliminate then automate. Every system start with elimination. Just think of it. Remember the 4-hour work week? He always asks you to eliminate before automate. So this is something that you kind of have to reflect on. I can't really tell you what to eliminate around your life to make it more effective, but before you do something, ask, does this even need to exist? Is this making me more success? Is this moving me more toward my goals? Or just this is doing absolutely nothing. Some you'll essentially start to realize that, oh, I need to do these things, but these things are not really moving the scale forward and it's just wasting my energy for the rest of the day. So the best way to do it is just start automating it. So that's how you start eliminating. So first eliminate the task that really does not matter at all. So that could be, I don't know. For me, when I was eliminating, it was doing cold calls because I've started to realize that, oh, doing cold calls does not work too well for me. Or, oh, I started realizing doing email does not work too well for me, but instead, doing SMS bring me more and more client. Okay, that's the 80/20 rule. That's the 20% of the input that I need to get the 80% of the output. So I completely remove the email and the cold calling aspect of my business and start focusing on SMS. And once I've done that, I start to automate at the SMS because what you need is you need to scale things that are important. The most inefficiencies come from people trying to scale things that never matter in the first place, like building a website or, oh, I need to get my business LLC, all of that bullshit, because those things never matter in the first place. Make sure you are being the most effective that you can. Simplicity always comes first. Delete the distraction and automate what's left, okay? So that's how you multiply your focus instead of just being frustrated that you can't get to every task of your day. Step 4, measure input, not just result, okay? I'll tell you, I'll tell you the truth that I've learned in the business world, okay? You can't control result. That's something that I've learned as I have tested multiple time and try many things. You can't ever control result. Never. Okay? Because there are so much variables in life that are leading to a single result. There might be patterns, but you can never ever control what come out of your action, okay? Think of this as it's just the unknown out there. Like everything could go wrong. You might think, oh, if I put input like, oh, if I press a button on a remote, the TV will turn on. That's the pattern of it happening, and you could potentially recognize it. Most of the time that will happen, but the result will never be the same every single time. You might get some days that the TV will turn on. You might get some days that the TV will never turn on at all. You can never control the result. Um it's the same as talking to people. You can just say things that you have said to other people before, and they might react it happily or they might react it terribly. It's you can never control something that's outside of your body. The only thing you control is yourself. You can only control your input. So like I said, if you want to get fit, and that's the output that's the result that you're trying to get. That's the result that you're trying to control. But it will never be consistent. But the only thing you can control is, oh, what stuff you put, what stuff you are eating, how consistent you are at showing up at the gym, how hard you train. Those are the things that you can actually control. But the result of you actually getting fit varies from different person. Like you might think, oh, that guy go to the gym 6 day a week and he gotten fit in 3 weeks. You could do that 6 day a week for 3 weeks and you can never lose a pound. The result differ from person to person. You can never control the result. So for example, if you want to grow your business, focus on doing the actual outreach itself or doing consistent outreach and creating more values for people instead of, oh, I will make this money at this month. You will never be able to control the result. You can probably see the pattern, but you can never control it. So Some month you may make 1 or 2K from 1 or 2 sales call. Some month can make 20 to 30K from 1 or 2 sales call. Those sort of things you can never really control. The only thing you can control is just consistently putting in what you can and just be patient with the result. Okay? So that is what I want you to think. Most people give up because they're measuring the result. They think, "Oh, this week I'm not making 1 or 2K, or this week I haven't closed 4 to 5 clients." Those are the things that you can never control, so why would you measure it? Think of like, "Oh, this week I have sent about 100 messages." Okay, great. Now let's make it a goal for next week to send 200 messages. Okay, good. Oh, this week I write out 20 values copier. Oh, next week let's make it so that I will write 30s. So the effective people wins because they measure what they can actually control. Okay, you cannot control every output. Step 5. Build a feedback loop for life. So the biggest difference between chaos and clarity is feedback. So in business, you track metric, but in life, you just hope that things are working out. So that is why would recommend you to start journaling every Sunday, or you could try meditating. Try to spend time thinking what you have actually done in your day. So that's why you you will start to look at your days and your month thinking, these are the things that have gone great. These are the things that have gone bad. Okay, what can I do the next month to make it a bit better? So live life effectively by reflecting on what you have done. Okay? Try to think what I can do to better myself. And that is how you design an effective life. Okay? So there is. An effective life is a combination of every system that you build, every decision that you make, and everything that you put into to get to today. And that's what make an effective person from an ineffective one. So just make sure that as you go on from today to be more effective than you can yesterday by improving your input. But other than that, if you want a system that I've built to get 5 10 qualified sellers, business sellers, or you want to use to get in contact with business owner, that's great too. Just check out my link below, my auto seller generation course, so you can talk to as much business owner as you want about selling or about buying. But other than that, later.